Honestly, just wasn't meant to film this video today. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this is the 50 millionth time that I have tried to film this video because my 1-year-old just keeps jumping around in the background. She's now in her jumperoo, so I apologize if you hear any kind of banging around noise. It's just where she's jumping up and down. Okay, so let's get into the video. We are today filming my 37-week pregnancy update. I can't believe I'm here already. It's like I've blinked and I'm full-term pregnant and she's gonna be here like any second. It's craziness. So I'm literally 37 weeks exactly. And she, I think now, is the size of a watermelon or give or take, depending what size she is. I don't know if you can hear that, but this storm has just kind of gone bam. It's like hitting my windows like, wow, okay. Don't know where that came from. Anyway, okay, so I have my notes written down on a piece of paper next to me, as always, because I have the world's worst memory. So if I keep looking down, that's why. Okay, so what's happening or what's been happening this week? Okay, so the last thing you saw was me going to my consultant appointment, having my scan and possibly, you know, being down the route of my waters breaking. Fortunately, they told me that they hadn't and it was just something else that was going on. But since then, I actually mentioned to my doctor at that appointment that I wasn't feeling very well. And the next day when I woke up, I was feeling absolutely dreadful. I couldn't breathe. I had a headache. I was very feverish. I had a really high temperature. I just wasn't well at all. The doctor actually came out to see me and said straight away, you've got a chest infection, you've got tonsillitis. We need to get you on antibiotics quickly because if this baby does arrive, then we want to make sure that you are getting what you need. So yeah, and you know, we all have this thought in mind that she is not going to go full term. More because I've been having on and off contractions. They seem to come and go as they please. But one thing I am finding is that my body is kind of crying wolf a lot. I get a lot of painful contractions and we sit there and we get everything ready and we're like, oh my God, okay, this is it and it's starting. But then it stops. So I've kind of come to a point where I'm paying attention to the pains that I'm getting, but not really making a huge deal out of it because they're not even like Braxton Hicks. They are full on painful contractions and then just stop. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but I'm not, you know, I'm obviously nothing's progressing in any other way. So we're kind of keeping an eye on it, but just trying not to make a huge fuss. But the problem is my labours go very, very quickly. And I'm worried that if I don't pay attention, that's going to be the time where she just arrives really, really quickly and is delivered, I don't know, in the streets somewhere. So I'm just really, really worried that we're not going to catch it. So yeah, nobody thinks I'm going to go full term, but we'll see. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But yeah, I've had a chest infection, tonsillitis. So I've been really poorly, and I was on the antibiotics. I've now finished those. It's all been going on this week. So the only other thing, no, there's a couple of other things that one of the other things that I've got going on is something that I've experienced in a couple of my other pregnancies. My teeth have become very sensitive and very brittle. When I was pregnant with Lily, I actually lost a tooth. I broke a tooth, believe it or not, eating a yogurt. I don't know if you guys know the kind of corny yogurts where you get the little balls in the side or you get the fruit in the side. And as I was eating it, my tooth just snapped. And I was in so much pain, went to the dentist, and the dentist said, no, you have absolutely no enamel on your teeth whatsoever. Your teeth are very, very brittle. You were born with your teeth this way. And I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. And that's why I have the gap in my teeth here, which I don't really want to show because it's not very nice. And I have since then been iffing and ahhing and how I'm going to go and get it fixed because I'm absolutely petrified of the dentist. So yeah, that happened with Lily. And then with Chloe, I actually broke another tooth this side while I was eating food. And dental hygiene is something that is quite important to me, that I encourage my kids to do it. Even myself, my husband kind of says to me, I don't know how your teeth are so brittle because you are so very funny about having dirty teeth. And I really do take care of my teeth, but they're just so brittle. And in pregnancy, where everything is being so sucked away from me, they just become even more brittle. And then, believe it or not, halfway through this week, I was eating dinner and just got this almighty pain in my mouth and thought, oh no, not again, not again. And I've broken a tooth right here, and it has been absolute agony. Unfortunately, my dentist will not do anything. I have what's called an overactive gag reflex, if that's even a thing. And she literally can't get in there because every time she does, it's just not pretty. So she said that I'm going to have to wait until I've had the baby and then be put to sleep and get everything sorted. So I'm absolutely devastated that I now have another broken tooth, and it's making me feel so sad that my teeth are breaking and I'm going to have these gaps in my teeth. So I don't really know what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to have, I don't know, false teeth put in, I suppose. I don't really know what they can or can't do. But it's just making me feel... It's making me feel a bit funny. I hate smiling now because I don't know. But yeah, so that is one of my worst pregnancy symptoms that I've ever had, is having brittle, sensitive, breaking teeth that I just feel like is devastating. So yeah, I've had that going on this week, and it is very painful. So I've been taking paracetamol for that. Has anybody else out there actually ever had to deal with that? How did you come to prevent it, or how did you get it fixed, or what did you do? I don't know. I feel like at this point I'm going to end up with no teeth by the time I finish having the children that I want to have. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, it's all going on. Since I've had my consultant appointment, my blood pressure stayed quite high. Obviously, I already told you guys that in my appointment I was diagnosed with pregnancy-induced hypertension. So my blood pressure, as I get to the later stages of pregnancy, my blood pressure kind of gets higher, and it has stayed quite high. So I don't really know what they're going to do about that, whether they want to medicate or whether they want to just kind of pull her out. I don't know. I'm actually seeing my consultant again next week, which will bring me quite close to 38 weeks. So whether they're going to just take me in and get her out, I don't know, or they're just going to kind of push it as far as they can. I don't know, but I will tell you guys about that when we get to it. But at the moment, I'm having weekly appointments with my midwife, who is checking my blood pressure, and I'm checking on my blood pressure as well because I have an at-home machine. And if it does get too high, then I will just message my midwife, and she will tell me what to do from there. So yeah, the other thing that I have going on is, like I said, it's all going on. I've been taking the Clexin injections, which are blood thinning injections to avoid any blood clotting. They wanted me to have them from 28 weeks, but my hospital made a very big mistake and didn't actually inform me or give them to me or tell me anything about having to have these injections from 28 weeks onwards. So I only got these injections last week, No, last week. Was it last week? Was it the beginning of the week that I saw the consultant? I can't remember. Was it 36 weeks, wasn't it? It was 36 weeks, yeah. Losing my memory of time here. But yeah, at that appointment, she said, oh my goodness, you should have had these already. I'm so sorry. So I hope they're going to do what they're intended to do. But I've been taking those and I've been injecting in the bottom of my stomach, just below where baby is, because there's a lot more flesh there to get hold of, without intending any harm to obviously where baby is sitting. But they have become really quite painful. The bruising that you get from these injections is horrendous. I actually look like I've been battered. I'm all black and blue all the way along the bottom of my stomach, and it's very, very swollen. So at the minute, my stomach is kind of going down into a V shape, and I've got kind of a bulk of flesh that's all swelling and kind of hanging there. And it's all filled with lumps of where I've had the injections. And this is classed as being completely normal. You know, it's just something that happens from obviously the penetration of the needle. But it is incredibly painful. Even sitting here, I find myself kind of moving around because my tummy is very, very sensitive. But I've got to continue having those every day. And I don't have a choice because potentially they could do something that would save my life. So I need to have those. But yeah, it's pretty gruesome to have them. And I still have to have them after I've had her as well. So once I've given birth, I think I have to do a week's worth of injections, which is a lot easier because then obviously I'll have a lot more space to do the injections in because there will be no worry of where baby's sitting. But yeah, so there's a lot of swelling, a lot of bruising, and it's quite painful. I don't suppose it'll be like that for everybody. I'm very quite sensitive. I've got sensitive skin. Normally I have a really high pain threshold. I can take quite a bit of pain. But yeah, I think it's because we're injecting in the same kind of area over and over again. It's just become very, very painful. Okay, so in general for pregnancy symptoms, I've had a lot of tightenings, a lot of contractions, which we talked about. Like I said, my body is kind of playing cry wolf. So we think something's going to happen and then it doesn't. So it's just kind of waiting around to see what's going to happen. I have my bags ready now. So they're there, they're by the door. I have kind of all these phone numbers on standby. I have my local birthing unit. Obviously, I have emergency services to call, and I have my midwife. I have all of those things there. My local birthing unit is on standby because obviously my care is consultant-led care, but I have my private midwife that comes to see me as well, or independent midwife, whichever it's called. But my local birthing unit is closest. So if I was to go into labour very quickly at home and I was to birth at home, then they could get to my house very, very quickly alongside an ambulance service. So everything would be, you know, done properly. But everything's ready just in case it were to happen quite quickly. The lighting is really changing in here. It's going from bright to dark to dark to bright. So I apologise for that. What else? I've been very tired and very heavy. Obviously, we're at the later stages now. And I'm just, oh darling, what's the matter? What was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of really heavy now and really quite fed up with being pregnant, but not fed up because I like to enjoy it. But yeah, it's just uncomfortable. I'm at that uncomfortable, like, oh, okay, I'm done now kind of stage, you know. But she will get here all in good time, I'm sure. Okay, so we have Darcy join us now. I think the only thing that I have pregnancy related symptom wise is I have a lot of round ligament pain, and that in itself can be excruciatingly painful, especially when you're in bed and you're trying to like move around and all of a sudden your stomach just kind of seizes up and it's always down the sides of your tummy and it's so painful. So I will not miss that when I'm not pregnant. And of course, breathlessness. You run out of breath. No, don't touch it. No. No, don't touch it. No, don't touch it. No. Oh. Yeah, hold on to Mummy's pen. Don't take the lid off though, okay? Yeah, and yeah, just being breathless. Trying to finish a conversation with people or just trying to clean. I tried to clean my bathroom, not in the mouth. I tried to clean my bathroom and it took me almost 2 hours just to clean my bathroom. I was so out of breath. In all fairness, it is a big bathroom. But yeah, it just took me so much longer than it would have had I not been pregnant at this point. But all in good time. Do not chew it. Oh, who's the grumpy goose? Who's the grumpy goose? He's a grumpy goose. But yeah, I think that's it. I do think that's everything. And I know I've complained your ears off. Is that right? Is that what you think? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Half watching cartoons, half looking in the viewfinder. I'm so glad that I left the lid on that pen. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's it for this week. And who knows? Maybe there won't be another bump update. Maybe there will be a baby update. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I'll try and slip in a bump shot at the end of this video if I can. And I think that's my cue to leave this one here. I will speak to you all soon and let you guys know what's going on. Say love you all. Say bye. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Ta-ta. There you go, guys. There is my 37-week pregnancy bump shot. She still seems quite high up here, but when I look down, it looks like she's dropped quite a lot. But there we have it. 37 weeks. No long to go now.